We're tackling one of the most influential and chilling novels of the 20th century, 1984 by George Orwell. Published in 1949, this dystopian masterpiece has shaped our understanding of totalitarianism, surveillance, and the erosion of truth. It's the book that gave us terms like Big Brother, doublethink, and newspeak, which are still tossed around in conversations about politics and tech today. Whether you're a student cramming for an exam, a book club enthusiast, or just someone curious about why the story feels so eerily relevant in our modern world, this detailed summary is for you. Clocking in at over 12 minutes when read aloud, we'll break down the plot, characters, themes, and lasting impact. Spoiler alert ahead, so if you haven't read it, pause now and grab a copy. Let's dive in. To set the stage, let's talk about George Orwell real quick. Born Eric Arthur Blair in 1903, Orwell was a writer, journalist, and critic who experienced imperialism firsthand in Burma and fought in the Spanish Civil War. His works often critiqued authoritarianism, drawing from real-world events like Stalin's Soviet Union and Hitler's Germany. 1984 was his final novel, written while he battled tuberculosis, and it's a culmination of his fears about where society could head if power went unchecked. The title itself is a reversal of the year he wrote it, 1948, projecting a grim future just decades away. Set in a fictional superstate called Oceania in the year 1984, the world is divided into three warring powers: Oceania, Eurasia, and Eastasia. Perpetual war keeps the masses in line, and society is ruled by the party, led by the omnipresent figure of Big Brother. Our protagonist is Winston Smith, a 39-year-old everyman working for the Ministry of Truth. Ironically, his job is to rewrite history, altering newspapers, books, and records to match the party's ever-changing narrative. Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past, as the party slogan goes. Winston lives in a rundown London, part of Airstrip 1, what used to be Britain, where telescreens, two-way TVs, blare propaganda 24/7 and spy on citizens. Privacy is non-existent, even thoughts can be crimes. Winston's daily life is a grind of rationed food, mandatory exercises called physical jerks, and 2-minute hate sessions where everyone vents rage at the party's enemies like the traitor Emmanuel Goldstein. From the get-go, Winston harbors secret doubts about the regime. He buys a forbidden diary and scribbles, "Down with Big Brother." In it, an act of rebellion that could get him vaporized, erased from existence. Orwell paints this world with stark, oppressive detail. The smell of boiled cabbage in Victory mansions, the constant bombing raids, and the party's three slogans etched everywhere. War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. These paradoxes introduce us to doublethink, the ability to hold two contradictory beliefs simultaneously and accept both as true. It's the mental gymnastics required to survive under the party. As the story unfolds, Winston's quiet defiance grows. He works alongside characters like Syme, a newspeak expert who's enthusiastically shrinking the language to eliminate rebellious thoughts. Words like freedom get axed, because if you can't say it, you can't think it. Then there's Persons, his neighbor, a blindly loyal party drone whose kids are junior spies, ratting out adults for thought crime. Winston's inner turmoil peaks when he starts an illicit affair with Julia, a bold young woman from the fiction department. Julia's rebellion is more practical. She smuggles real chocolate and makeup, and they rendezvous in hidden spots like a rented room above an antique shop owned by Mr. Charrington. Their love is a spark of humanity in a dehumanized world, but it's fraught with danger. They even read Goldstein's forbidden book, The Theory and Practice of Oligarchical Collectivism, which exposes the party's mechanisms, a hierarchical society with the inner party elite, the outer party workers like Winston, and the proles, or proletariat, who are kept ignorant but relatively free. The plot thickens as Winston and Julia seek out the Brotherhood, a rumored resistance led by Goldstein. They approach O'Brien, a suave inner party member who seems sympathetic. He gives Winston the book and invites them to join the fight. But here's where Orwell masterfully builds tension. Nothing is as it seems. The lovers' haven is shattered when they're arrested by the thought police. It turns out Mr. Charrington is a spy, and their every move was watched. The second half of the book shifts to the horrors of the Ministry of Love, where torture and re-education await. O'Brien, revealed as a loyal party torturer, methodically breaks Winston using pain, starvation, and psychological manipulation in Room 101, the place containing the worst thing in the world. For Winston, that's rats, his deepest fear. Orwell doesn't shy away from the brutality. Winston's cure involves betraying Julia and learning to love Big Brother. The novel's famous ending sees him broken, sipping victory gin in a cafe, tracing 2 + 2 = 5 in the dust, a nod to the party's insistence that reality is whatever they say it is. It's a gut-wrenching conclusion that leaves readers pondering if true resistance is possible. Now, let's unpack the characters more deeply, because they're not just people. They're vessels for Orwell's ideas. Winston represents the last gasp of individualism, a man clinging to objective truth in a sea of lies. His name evokes Winston Churchill, symbolizing British resilience, but also Smith, as in everyman. Julia is his foil, pragmatic and sensual, rebelling through personal pleasures rather than ideology. She embodies the human instinct for joy amid oppression. O'Brien is the chilling intellectual face of the party, articulate and sadistic, explaining that power isn't a means to an end, but the end itself. The object of power is power. Big Brother, though never seen, looms as the ultimate cult of personality, his mustache evoking Stalin. And the proles? They're the masses, dismissed by the party but hinted at as potential revolutionaries, if only they awoke. Symbolism runs rampant in 1984, adding layers to its warnings. The telescreen symbolizes constant surveillance, much like today's cameras and algorithms. Newspeak is a metaphor for how language shapes thought. Think of modern alternate facts or censored speech. The memory hole, where documents are incinerated, represents historical revisionism. Even the paperweight Winston buys, a coral in glass, symbolizes a fragile, beautiful past crushed by the regime. Room 101 draws from Orwell's BBC days, where a hated conference room inspired ultimate dread. And the appendix on Newspeak? It's written in past tense, subtly suggesting the regime eventually falls, offering a sliver of hope. Thematically, 1984 is a powerhouse. It's a scathing critique of totalitarianism, showing how regimes maintain control through propaganda, fear, and the erasure of truth. Orwell explores the fragility of reality. If the party says the sky is green, it becomes truth. It delves into psychological manipulation, the loss of privacy, and the death of love and trust. War is perpetual not for victory, but to consume resources and unite people against an enemy. Class warfare is baked in. The inner party enjoys luxuries while others suffer. Gender and sexuality are suppressed. Julia's defiance through sex highlights how regimes control bodies. And ultimately, it's about human spirit. Can it endure endless oppression? Why does 1984 endure? Written post-World War II, it predicted elements of our world. CCTV everywhere, fake news, social media echo chambers, and governments rewriting narratives. In the age of AI, data tracking, and polarized politics, phrases like Big Brother is watching hit harder. It's been adapted into films like the 1984 version with John Hurt and influences everything from The Hunger Games to reality TV. At around 300 pages, it's accessible yet profound, required reading in schools for good reason. If this summary sparked your interest, pick up the book. It's a wake-up call wrapped in a thriller. What are your thoughts? Is 1984 more prophecy than fiction? Drop them in the comments, like if this helped, and subscribe for more deep dives into classics. Thanks for watching. Stay vigilant.